What up, Laker Nation? It's your boy DTLF, man. Welcome to the live stream. This is the post-game show. I'm glad you guys can join me today. What a great win for the Lakers. It was a close one, though, man. It shouldn't have been this uncomfortably close, but still, shout out to the Lakers for closing it out versus an experienced, savvy, hard-nosed team that's just been playing great basketball as of late. But the Lakers are stepping it up, guys. They've finally become the team I envisioned coming into the season. The defense for the most part of the game, other than the fourth quarter, was great. I mean, we made guys force shots. You know, we made guys, they were hitting some lucky stuff there, but we pulled this one out, guys. A lot of people to praise today. Not that much criticism, but still, you know, we got to do a better job of closing it out. And, you know, just doing better. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the live stream. Great Lakers win, man. This was a tough team. Mike Conley's no joke. Marc Gasol's no joke. And they have one of the best defense in the NBA, as you saw, you know, late in the game. But I told you guys, KCP, you guys are going to learn to love him. He is clutch on both ends of the court, all right? He makes game-winning plays, all right? He might not be the most efficient. He might not be the most fun to watch, but this kid is special. And I have a blast watching his defense, man. Just the way he's eating up space all the time and the way he plays, you know, the passing lane. It's just amazing to watch, man. So shout out to KCP, the X Factor. Whenever he was on the floor, good things happen. All right, another player we got to praise because everybody was super hard on this kid coming out of preseason was Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram is playing a lot smarter, and he's making game-winning type plays, and he's helping us, guys. He's being a leader on and off the floor. He's being very vocal. I'm loving it, man. Ingram has that potential. You guys are finally going to start to see it. A lot of people were impatient. They were talking about bench Ingram. This is why you don't bench Ingram. He has potential on both ends of the court. All right, he's learning how to use his length. He's becoming an elite finisher around the basket. So it's just amazing how good the kid is growing, you know, so fast. He's only 20 years old. So he still has a world of improvement to go. I'm sorry if it starts lagging out. I'm not sure what YouTube is doing right now. So just bear with me here, guys. If it cuts off, I'm going to restream. But the point is, it's crazy, guys. Okay, Lonzo's really struggling from the field, obviously. But he still found a way to impact the game again with 9 or 10 assists. I'm not sure. I lost count. But he did really well as far as that aspect goes of getting his teammates involved. Kyle Kuzma is perfect for this starting lineup. You know, when the bench started losing the lead, I said put back the starters. That wasn't the case when Larry Nance was starting, simply because we lacked that scoring punch. Now with Kyle Kuzma in the starting lineup, this is what I wanted since preseason. Now it opens up the court for everybody. Now you know, Brandon Ingram can go one-on-one. Now you know, Brook Lopez is having success finding wide open 3 balls, and he's just shooting, making smarter shots. He's been huge for us. The last 3 games by Brook Lopez has proved why Magic Johnson pulled the trigger. This was a heck of a trade for us, guys. And we're like I've been saying it. A lot of people don't believe it, but we're gonna be right around that 7th, 8th seed. We're gonna be competitive this season. We've been in every single game, guys. And sure, we lost some close ones, like the one to Portland at the buzzer. But we're learning how to win. And look, tonight was a good example of. We lost a 22-point lead, but we still finished off the game. We still did the things we needed to do down the stretch to win the game. Now, it was too close for comfort. That's for sure. And some games are going to be like that because we're a young team. We make mistakes. When Lonzo drove into traffic, that was a big mistake. But again, he's a rookie. He's going to learn. He's trying to be aggressive and do what people want him to do, but there's a fine line, and he's going to learn. What's up, George? What's up, everybody? Just happy we get this win, guys, because these are good teams we're beating. So far, we beat some pretty good teams. And the stats were impressive because, like I said, it was balanced across the board. You know, Brook Lopez had 21. Kyle Kuzma with a double-double. For those of you that said he couldn't rebound, he had 11 rebounds. Or I think 13. Let me check. Let me just double-check really quick. But Kyle Kuzma did work. He had 13 points. And he had, let me see here. He had 13 points and 12 rebounds. So people were saying he couldn't play the 4th spot because he can't rebound, blah, blah, blah. You guys have to be more open-minded sometimes, man. I'm telling you guys this right now. Because Kyle Kuzma is a perfect stretch 4. I've said it since preseason. I said it since Summer League. This kid's going to be the perfect stretch 4. So he is going to be the starting power forward. Moving on, I expect him to do it. We now pulled to 5-5, Allen. You're right, man. Huge. We're at 500. We're looking like we're actually ahead of schedule because we've actually played, you know, And the schedule's going to get a little bit tougher here on the next two games. We play Boston, who's #1 in the East, but I still believe we have the personnel to beat them if we bring our A game. But we're going on the road, so that's going to be a tough game. And then we play the Washington Wizards. They're going to be really hard, especially because, you know, John Wall didn't really show up in the first game, you know, with all that talking and stuff. So he's going to want to get his revenge this game. So I hope the boys are ready because this road trip's going to be tough. But I'm very proud of the kids, man. The first 3 quarters, they played them amazingly. The defense was great. They were forcing them into bad shots. Even Mike Conley, who's a heady point guard, took some bad ones. So I'm so hyped, man. Hey, what's up, Tilted? What's up, everybody? Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, hey, Jordan Clarkson's been playing great, but he did mess up a couple of times down the stretch. You know, he forced the issue a little too much. Same thing with Julius. He didn't have the best game, but they still found a way to impact. We have one of the deeper teams in the league. I'm telling you right now. As of right now, we have a better record than the Cleveland Cavaliers, and we're in the West. So that's why I told you guys, man, this team is going to be able to compete. No pill zero. Thank you, my brother. Great Laker win. The road trip is a good test. It is a good test. I actually expect us to do better on the road trip, though, because I've noticed we've been doing better on the road. It's almost like we come together as a unit because we spend more time together. So that cohesiveness, amazing, guys. And this was an impressive win simply because Memphis just smacked the Clippers. And they were playing on back-to-back or whatever. Some people will say that. But the Grizzlies stayed in the same spot. So really, it shouldn't really matter. I mean, how many athletes can't play on back-to-backs, and most of them travel. So they had the luxury of staying in LA, you know, for the second game of back-to-back. So, bro, I'm telling you, man, credit to you for predicting KCP would be huge for us. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I know basketball, man, and when I seen we got KCP, I was super hyped because this is what I envisioned. I know we have to give him the credit for, you know, just leading by example, and a lot of the youth and our guards have been better. Clarkson has been better on defense. You know, guys like Josh Hart, they all learn. They all learn from guys like KCP, and when he leads by example like this, guys, he puts team first. He plays hard at all times. I'm loving it, guys. That's why I was super hyped for KCP. He has, I won't say single-handedly because we have good defensive personnel. Brook Lopez has been doing a good job of protecting the paint for the most part. Even though he got that flagrant foul, he's been just rim protecting. So that matters, guys. All the little things matter. Brandon Ingram has stepped it up defensively. So many good things are happening for us. But KCP, man, I told you guys, he's going to be X factor for us. He's going to be making game-winning plays. He already has 2 games where he hit a clutch shot, clutch three-pointer in overtime to seal it off for us. And this one tonight, he had a steal in the bucket down the road when we really needed one. So I'm loving what Lopez is doing, what KCP doing. Those 2 were major additions, and it looks like they're finally finding their identity here with this roster. We're finally gelling really well, man. It's exciting, guys, and I'm really hyped. I couldn't be more pleased with this Laker team. We're playing 500 basketball, and I think we're actually, like I said, I predicted we would get at least 40 to 45 wins. I'm sticking by it. Even when we were down, I've been sticking by it, guys. I really believe it. But there's just so much positives to talk about. Dan, can we keep KCP, Lopez, and still get 2 max? Only if they take a pay cut and we sign them after we get the 2 max contracts. Then we can go over the luxury cap and, you know, sign them to, you know, probably half of whatever they want to make, though. Lopez has been great. Lopez has been great. That's why I told you guys this was a great trade by Magic Johnson. There's no way that D'Angelo Russell could have gave us a production that Brook Lopez has given us on both ends of the court, and Kyle Kuzma's given us on both ends of the court. Okay? There's no way. And this starting lineup is perfect, guys, because it's a perfect balance of offense and defense, all right? Offense, we got Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma, and Brook Lopez handling most of the load. Whatever Lonzo and KCP give you is a bonus, all right? From Lonzo, what we really need is playmaking and KCP defense. But those 3 in the front court, they're going to destroy the league, man. I'm telling you guys. I can't wait. I got tickets to LA, to the Lakers game in Sacramento on the 22nd of November. Yeah, boy, that's right, Sean. I see you, bro. I miss your comments, buddy. Sean's been here since the beginning, so much love to Sean, man. Ingram's not a bust. There you go, Adam. See? All you guys need to do is just, you know, pump the brakes on all this bust talk with these young players, man. They're going to eventually... Let me tell you something. Andrew Bynum is a perfect example of that whole bust talk. Like, there wasn't a lot of pressure on Bynum because we had Kobe, and Kobe kept us competitive always. But these young players, they have a lot of pressure built on them just simply because we're tired of losing. We got to be very patient with the youth, and we got to give them time to grow. Jordan Clarkson, man, he's balling out. All right, Jordan Clarkson is a perfect example. He's come a long way. He's been with us now for 4 years, and he's playing at his peak right now, man. Jordan Clarkson could easily come in and step in and start. When KCP went down with an injury, I was holding my breath because he's crucial to the team. But Jordan Clarkson could have easily stepped up. So I'm very happy with the depth and the, as you can see, next man up. You know, my man Larry Nance goes down. Here comes Kyle Kuzma. So that's what I love about this team. That's why I was happy, and I believe we can make the playoffs. Tyreek Evans killed us just like you predicted, Dan. Yeah, it's always... See, but we did a good job of containing Mike Conley, who only had 23 points, and Marc Gasol, who only had 15. So those are the keys, man. From a coaching perspective, if I was Luke Walton, that's what I'd be telling him. Look, make it tough for Conley and Gasol and other guys. Like, if other guys like Tyreek Evans or whoever kills you, that's fine. They're not going to win the game like that, right? So you just got to take out, you know, 1 or 2 of their main stars and just make it hard for them. That's what KCP does. That's what Brook Lopez did a great job on Marcus. So he held him to 15 points while dropping 21 on him. So shout out to Brook Lopez, man. He really looks like a keeper, guys. It's going to be hard to see him go if he does walk. But I'm very, very excited, man. These kids, we have so much potential. Somebody asked me this question earlier. They were like, who's your favorite young up-and-coming team in the West and in the East? In the West, I said Lakers. Not just because I was saying it with my heart, just because of all the depth of youth we have that are still raw and haven't reached their potential. This team is going to get scary in the West. I'm telling you right now. Brandon Ingram, I've been saying it. He gets to the rack at will already. He has a great first step, and he knows how to finish around the basket. Imagine him adding a couple more pounds of muscle. Game over for the league. Okay? Josh Hart, one of the best young defenders in the NBA. Even though he didn't have an offensive impact tonight, he still impacts the floor with his defensive prowess. Jordan Clarkson, he can play make, guys. As soon as we got rid of Nick Young, who was a bad influence for Jordan Clarkson, who just used to jack up threes, Jordan Clarkson is now playing defense. He's buying into his 6-man role. He's coming off the bench playmaking for others, and he's hitting shots, guys. Much improved. Julius Randle, all right, another great young player who's just dominating down low. He's a bull, man. That spin move he did when he caught it, that was beautiful to watch. And the way he's finishing around the basket, amazing. All right, and then Lonzo Ball, great potential. Triple-double threat every night. Doesn't care about his numbers. All he cares about is wins, and is translating because we're now 5-5 in a tough, loaded Western Conference. So let's not forget about Kyle Kuzma, who to me reminds me of a young Carmelo Anthony. Could get buckets at will. The way he gets in the lane with those little teardrops and has the whole arsenal, guys. This is amazing. Amazing to watch. It's all coming together beautifully. All right, if I'm forgetting anybody, I don't mean to forget anybody, but we just have so much young talent. I think we have the brightest future in the West, even more than the Timberwolves, because the Timberwolves have Karl Towns was a superstar. He's a beast. Don't get me wrong. And Andrew Wiggins as youth, right? The rest are veterans. I'd much rather have all our youth and all of our flexibility. We also have KCP, who's still relatively young if we keep him moving towards the future. Bro, we have such a great... I'm sorry I said bro, my bad. Guys, we have such a great young core that this team, you plug in a superstar here, just one, it's already super scary. But if you plug in 2, I'm sorry, Golden State, get out the way, guys. We're already competitive without any stars. Imagine adding 2 effective stars. Imagine, and I think the 2 most effective stars, I hate to say it, but I think it would be LeBron and DeMarcus Cousins. Oh my goodness, because LeBron can play 1 through 4 position, maybe even 5 with this new league. And DeMarcus Cousins stretching the floor, doing what Brook Lopez is doing ×2. With the current, you know, roster we have, that'd be crazy. But Paul George and DeMarcus is my targets, and that's what I hope we get. It's just amazing to watch everything come together. It almost brings tears to my eyes of joy and happiness. Guys, you guys are great fans as well, man. Thank you guys for all the support. And I got to say, we're ahead of the curve right now. Look at the young teams around the league. They're struggling, and we're actually competitive every single night, other than that first Clipper game. But we have found our footing, and we're carving out our niche as a defensive-minded, fast-breaking team. That's our identity right now. We're a defensive-minded, fast-breaking team. Even Julius Randle's blocking shots at the rim. I'm loving it, guys. I'm loving it. This was eye candy for me. The first 3 quarters, eye candy. Last quarter, they're young, so I'm not really going to bash them like that. But it's crazy, guys. There's so much. I'll be taking questions now. I know I've been just rambling on, but I'm so hyped, guys. Much love, Laker Nation. Super hyped. these next 2 games are going to be a huge test. If we could split them, if we could take one at Boston or one at Washington, that's big for us already, man. And then after that, the next couple of games get a lot easier. We face Phoenix and the 76ers. So, but no game every night. No game is easy. So we got to keep our A game. All right, questions. Should we even be thinking about trades, given they're going to be free agents in the offseason? The only time we make a trade is if somebody gets injured and an opportunity comes by where we can unload a bad contract like Dang. Other than that, I think we should stand pat. Dan, I guarantee that if we had at least 1 star, we'd be 7-3 at least. I agree, but you know what? This team's only going to get better from here. What up, Dan? Brawley, California loves you. Loves your show. Need you on the Lake Show. Ah, man, I see you, bro. Man, that'd be great. Thank you very much for watching, guys, for tuning in. I am humbled. Thank you. Just a little PG or Cousins. I'm going with PG because he bleeds LA. Would be a great player. Would be a go-to player when we get stagnant. Yep, I love PG. But I think the main target should be DeMarcus Cousins because he's just so versatile. He's one of the best bigs in the league. And you already see the impact that Brook Lopez is having. Now imagine somebody like DeMarcus who every night dropping 30 on your head, man. That'd be crazy. DeMarcus and Lonzo on pick and rolls would be a nightmare. But Lonzo, one thing Lonzo does have to do is start shooting more of a mid-range jumper. He settles for too many threes, in my opinion. Why does Kuzma barely get the ball, Dan? They don't draw plays for Kuzma. He's going to carve out everything off of hustle plays and stuff. But you know what? He's going to find his spot in the pecking order. I think it's going to be Brandon Ingram, Brook Lopez, and then Kyle Kuzma. That should be the pecking order. Right now, KCP's ahead of him. But I think we're going to squeeze in Kyle Kuzma up there because he just deserves it. Who was your favorite player who wasn't there last year? Who was my favorite player who wasn't where last year? I'm sorry. You got to rephrase the question. On the Lakers? I don't know what you mean, bro. Who was my favorite player on the Lakers that wasn't here last year? Probably KCP because I love his two-way. The way he plays the game is just hard at all times. Do you see Zoe's shot eventually falling consistently? Yeah. I already studied his shot, and I just feel like it's too flat. If you could just arc it a little bit more shots are going to fall. Guaranteed. Same thing. That's the same thing Brandon Ingram, the same problem he had last season. He would be releasing the ball on his way down, so his shot had no momentum. So it is what it is. Not Kuzma? Yeah, Kuzma. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Rephrase your question. Luke pissed me off, LOL. I actually thought Luke did a great job tonight. When he saw the momentum slipping, he called a great timeout to restore order. Unfortunately, you know, we let it get even closer than that, but I liked Luke's coaching job tonight. Dan, does Lonzo need to change his style of shooting? I don't think it's the style. Like I said, it's only like the arc. I feel like he needs to arc it just a little bit more. I feel like it's too flat. If you see most of his shots, they either hit the front or the back of the rim. That's a flat shot. We need to get a little bit more ball rotation in there and just give us some arc. Dan, are you also getting annoyed like me at how long Luke downs Lonzo at times? Because after some of the time offense gets real slow and also makes him go cold. Nah, I'm not really annoyed at Luke right now because he did what I wanted. That is start Kyle Kuzma, and as you can see, that lets everybody operate one-on-one because now you have a stretch four that the league has to respect. So that's what I think. Hey, Dan, imagine if we traded Clarkson and Randall in the 27th pick, Kuzma for Paul George. Yeah, that would have been bad, guys. That's what Magic has done a great job. He has brought this team an identity. We were like soulless, just walking around like zombies last season. No defense whatsoever. To one of the top 10 teams in the NBA on defense. Dan, will Ingram be better than Durant? Too early to tell. Durant, that's a high ceiling, bro. If Ingram could be even close to Durant, that's a win for us. We don't need him to be better. We have a stacked team and we have a lot of young talent. So as long as he's close to that, I'm happy. What do you think of LeVar laughing at Lonzo airball? That's good. That's tough love, man. Out here in LA, bro, I'm from Compton. I grew up from the street, so that's tough love, man. He's not really laughing at him, but he's trying to encourage him to get better. That's his way of doing it. LeVar Ball's very misunderstood. To me, he's a boss, man. Big fan of LeVar. If he ever watches my videos, hit me up, man. I'd love to meet LeVar. What young piece do we put with Dang in a trade? I'm not worried about that. At the end of the day, we could always amnesty Lil Dang. You don't want to give up a nice young piece. We already gave up David Nwaba, who I was a big fan of, but luckily for us, you know, Some of these young kids are stepping up big time. So. Stu Phase. Dan, doesn't Luke Walton's coaching bothers you, especially in the fourth quarter where we always screw up? At times it used to bother me simply because he would keep the wrong rotations out there. Like, what bothers me is when somebody's lighting us up and he doesn't immediately sub in like a defender to guard him. Like, we'll have Tyler Ennis on him. Like last game, D'Angelo Russell started lighting up Tyler Ennis, and KCP was nowhere to be found. That's what bothers me. But those are minor things. He's learning on the fly. We got to cut him some slack sometimes. I've been hard on him this season in the beginning simply because Kuzma wasn't starting. But point well taken. Look, Kuzma's starting. Now we're 2-0. So I'm happy. Dan, who do you have for Rookie of the Year? Right now, if I'm thinking with my heart, it's Kyle Kuzma. But we all know Ben Simmons is dropping triple doubles now, and he's doing a great job. So we got to keep it real. Probably Ben Simmons if it was today, but it's a long season. We got time. Dan, I just got here. What were the team stats looking like? Well, the team stats, we ended up beating the Memphis Grizzlies, bro. 107-102. It was a close game. We were actually up by 22 at one point. So it was a close game. Brandon Ingram finished with 20 points. Kuzma 13 and 12 rebounds. Brook Lopez had another solid 21, with 7 rebounds. Lonzo Ball with 9 and 9 assists. Jordan Clarkson 15 points off the bench. Julius Randle an impressive 12. It was a great team effort. Everybody spread the wealth, so very pleased, man. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Demi Gold, that's my boy. Check out his channel. We're doing big things, guys. You guys have to check out my boy Demi Gold. We're dropping tracks pretty soon on this channel and on his channel, so show him some love, Laker Nation. That kid is fire. If you guys haven't heard his bars, check him out. He's on my Twitter, on my Instagram. He's just spitting flames all the time, so props to Demi Gold, man. Doing it right, too, for the youth. Do you see Lonzo getting a triple-double this season? Yeah, definitely. He's been flirting with it many times, throughout the season. So I think so. Dan, did you see Harden dropping 50 in 15 minutes? Nah, I've been busy today. I spent my Sunday with my family, but I did read about it on Twitter. So I'll probably check that out after the video. Big fan. Man, James Harden's a beast. I see you, Demi. I don't read hater comments, so don't even worry about it, man. Thanks, brother. You coming over in a little bit, Demi? Harden went off today. Yeah, man. James Harden's a beast. And in that Mike D'Antoni offense, that's a nightmare for defenses to stay in front of. So, Mike D'Antoni, man. The coach that never gets enough praise. But I always was a fan of Mike D'Antoni's. Celtics versus Lakers. Be honest. Who will win? Lakers, man. I'm never going to say the Celtics. That's horrible coming out of my mouth. I'm a Laker fan, bro. Oh, you coming over right now? For sure. Why you got 16 dislikes? I don't know, man. People got issues. It's all good, though. Haters make me greater. Let's flex on them. Who will be the MVP of the finals for the Lakers' next championship? I don't know, because we don't know who's going to be there on the roster. If it's a superstar, it's probably going to be a superstar. But I wouldn't surprise me if it was Brandon Ingram or one of these young players in the future. These guys have a bright, bright future. And when I say bright, I'm talking superstars in the making, man. Brandon Ingram, he's so amazing. He can get to the rack at will. Imagine when his jumper starts falling with consistency, especially the outside shot. He's now turning down three-pointers. That means his confidence in his three ball is not there. But it's actually smart because he wasn't that efficient. Thank you, Kai. I appreciate it. Was it me or Chris Bosh in the audience? Yeah, Chris Bosh has been around the Lakers a lot. I wonder if he's looking for a front office role or if he's trying to make a comeback. That would be interesting. He's actually be talking with Rob Pelinka and Magic. I don't know, it's weird. But yeah, I did notice he was there. Those spots in the playoffs, do we get if we make it there? Anywhere from 7 to 8. One of those is going to be ours. I called it here. Dan, have you the Lakers gave up on Big Zoo? No, I don't think so. I just think the rotation is so solid right now. We've been doing good playing Julius Randle at the 5 that Luke doesn't probably want to mess with that. He found something, guys. We have one of the best benches in the NBA. It's a top 5 for sure. And why would you mess that up? That's the only thing, Would love to hear what you have to say about that on your next pregame. Yeah, man, I got you, Ira. Thank you for the suggestion. I appreciate everybody who gives suggestions on this channel. This is your guys' channel, man. I'm just here to, I'm basically the analyst, and you guys are here with me, just giving your opinions. I'm just the voice for you guys. But I appreciate all the comments, everything, guys. I'm humbled by all the love, all the suggestions for this channel. It's definitely gonna improve, trust me. Rotations are pretty cool. I'm cool with that. Yeah, we gotta give Luke props. He found a good combination, and it doesn't include Lil Dang, so that's major props. Lonzo shot is super broke. Yeah, it is, but he can fix it. The form is not that bad, honestly. Kevin Martin was infamous with that form. He was great at shooting it like that, but I just think it's the arc, or maybe it might be a quicker release. Sometimes he holds it too long. It's one of those two things, but I will work with him. Thanks, Kevin King. I appreciate it, bro. Thank you, man. We hit 3K subs, guys. That's a major milestone. That's something I never imagined, but you guys have made me believers because you guys show mad love. Appreciate it. They won on your birthday. Hey, happy birthday, KJ. That's what's up, bro. Kuzma over Simmons all day. That's right. That's what we're supposed to say, man. We're Laker fans, so we're going to stay like that. Hey, Lou, I see you with your little unicorn, bro. Get out of here with that, man. Nah, he's doing great, man. Shout out to Kristaps Porzingis. My second favorite team, the Knicks, are doing good for a young up-and-coming team, so shout out to them, man. They're doing work over there. They beat some impressive teams thus far. What do you think about Porzingis? Love him, man. He's one of my favorite players. I said this. I said I really just have one major favorite team, but my second, if I had to pick one, it's the Knicks, because I just like how loyal their fan base is, and they stick with their team whether they win or lose. And I was something about that orange and blue that's kind of sexy. It's kind of cool, you know. And then Porzingis, I'm a fan of. He's always been an underdog since he came into the league. He was booed, all that stuff. You know, I'm a huge 7'3", the unicorn, man. Perfect nickname. Never seen a player like that at 7'3". Giannis is up there too, man. He's another one of my favorite players. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Hey Dan, should we go after Eric Bledsoe or Jahlil Okafor? Only if the asking price is really cheap, because I'm not trying to give up Julius or Clarkson or none of these guys. So only if the asking price is maybe like, I don't know, like Lil Dang. No, I'm just playing. Nobody wants that guy, but seriously, I'm not sure. I'm not sure we make a trade. The way we're gelling right now, we should stand pat. I want to buy a Kuzma jersey. Go for it, bro. Dan, do you think PG's still looking at the Lakers? I think every single major free agent is looking at us right now. We're looking super impressive. Don't you agree? Right now, we're looking nice, man. We are turning so many heads, Dan. Exactly, man. Everybody's looking this way. Trust me. LeBron is salivating over coming here. Dan, what are your thoughts on Giannis to the Lakers? That's never going to happen. Repeat like Kareem? Nah, man, I wish. That's not going to happen, bro. I wouldn't trade Ingram for a lot of players, but there's only one player I would trade him for in this league, and that's Giannis. That's how highly I think of Ingram. That's actually a compliment to Brandon. But Giannis is special, man. He's not going anywhere unless he becomes unhappy with the front office and he demands a trade. But other than that, I doubt it. Dan, how do you think the Lakers and the Clippers match up now? I think we'll give them a run for their money now. I definitely think we're the better team. They just got off to a hotter start. We have the same amount of wins, I believe. Somebody double check that, but I believe we're both have 5 wins, so we're pretty even. I can't wait until we play the Clippers again, seriously, and I hope we whoop them too. I hope we beat them by like 35 or something like that, man. Dan, who do we part off on a dang trade? Like I said, I'm not looking for a trade right now, so I wouldn't even know. I love all of our young talent, everybody, even Thomas Bryant. I saw parts of his highlights of him in the D League, and he looks impressive, guys. So he might be getting run for us pretty soon. Dan, how do you think teams will respond to our fast pace once they are in season shape? I don't know. They're going to try to cut it off, but we just got to be smart with the basketball. Tonight, we did a good job in the first half, especially of limiting our turnovers. Second half, we got sloppy. The key is to limit our turnovers. You could play fast-paced, but you still got to play smart, right? Thomas Bryant is a keeper. Yes, he is. Thunder lost today. The Thunder keep losing. That tells me that we really have a great shot at Paul George, right? And I predicted that they wouldn't gel that great because they're 3 ISO players. That's never been done in the history of the NBA, right? The Warriors aren't really isolation basketball. They run a team system. So Dan, how many wins with Prime Kobe? If Prime Kobe was on this roster, we'd be winning the championship. That's the determination and the grit that Prime Kobe brought to the Lakers, and he elevated everybody's game, man. Pau Gasol came here and he became a champion. He went from a subpar all-star player with a soft label to a championship big man with a great touch around the basket. That's what Kobe did for him. So if he ever ends up in the Hall of Fame, he could thank Kobe. Prediction for the Lakers versus 76ers. Will Simmons and Embiid take matchup too personal? If they do, we're going to win, right? Because you can't take nothing too personal. Those are the words of LeVar, by the way. Great quote. If you start taking stuff personal, you lose. So if Lonzo concentrates and just plays this game, we should be fine, man. It's going to be exciting, guys. Exciting time to be a Lakers fan. So, you know, the door was open for people to hop on when we were struggling. Slowly closing. So if you still hate on the Lakers, man, you better change your mind because I don't want to hear that you're a Laker fan later on. Dan, I feel like the Lakers will become... wait, I'm sorry. The comments are coming in hot. Let me go up. I want to read that one. Dan, I feel like the Lakers will become more fatigued and lose more games halfway through the year. No! Jessica, we have to keep a positive mindset. We can only get better. We're a young team, so fatigue is not an excuse. Right? And it might be a factor, but it shouldn't. Because we have young legs and we are very deep at every position. So don't even worry about fatigue right now. It's all about gelling together and we're coming together nicely. That starting lineup is looking invincible. And when KCP is hitting shots and Lonzo is attacking the rack, oh my goodness. Things are going to... Hey, don't say that, guys. Be nice. Be nice, guys. Don't say the F word. Come on. We're all Laker fans here. It's all one big family. That's what makes this channel so great is that I read most of you guys' comments and you guys come together nicely. Sometimes we get into arguments, but she's just stating her opinion, so don't get on her case like that. Don't worry, Jessica. I got your back. None of that cursing people out here. Remember the 10-10 record? Yeah, I do. But see what happened with the 10-10 record last season, we were not a good defensive team, all right? And we had horrendous defensive lapses, especially when like midway through the season, guys, when we got whooped by Phoenix by like 40 plus points. That was horrible. So that tells you we were pretenders. But this season is totally different. Even the commentators on the Laker Broadcast Network, Stu Lentz and Joe Myers, I love them very much. Or I'm sorry, not Stu Lentz. Yeah, Stu Lentz and who's the other guy? I forget his name. It's not Joe Myers. But they've been stating lately that, you know, it seems different. Thank you for apologizing, Adam. I appreciate that, bro. You're better than that. Gotta be a gentleman. Lonzo in 3 years over D'Lo. Definitely. I think Lonzo now over D'Lo. He makes a bigger impact, honestly. But that's just me. I could be biased. I could be wrong. But I do like when D'Angelo gets hot, he's hard to stop. So, you know. Clippers 5-4. That's right. We're matching their win total. So I think that we're going to end up in a better spot than the Clippers. Dan, let's do music, bro. I think the Lakers should get Devin Booker. I'm currently working on a music project right now, but I'll get back to you on that, man. If you do music, I want to hear your stuff for sure. I'm always open. But I'm starting to just keep it all positive, man. No more bad words and stuff. Kids watch us, and you know, we got to be decent role models. We can never be great role models, but we got to at least try to set a good example, right? Thank God Kuzma was okay. I know, not Kuzma, it was KCP. Yeah, he was injured, man. I was holding my breath. Okay, but I was holding my breath, man. That injury was pretty scary, guys. But you know what? It's exciting, man. We're coming up. It's Adam Leon. You're only 10, bro? I thought you were older. I could have sworn I thought that was your picture. Do we even want LeBron in LA? PG-13 and Cousins would be a better fit, regardless of the championship. Yeah, I agree. I want PG-13 and Cousins, but if LeBron came, I'm not complaining because the guy's a man-child. He just, I don't know, he seems ageless. He just dropped 57 the other night. I don't know how we can turn that down personally. Yeah, I thought you weren't that. Come on, bro. You sound much more mature than that. Thank you, Dan. If you cuss, I can't come on. Nah, I'm trying not to cuss, man. I'm telling you guys, it's no more cussing for me. But I'm glad. See, I'm glad you can watch my videos now that I really don't cuss. I never really cursed on this channel. I try to keep it family oriented, but just in my life in general, I'm trying to just keep it clean, man, because the Lord's always watching, guys, at all times. So you got to keep it 100. We don't need a ball hogging Booker in LA. I agree. Booker to me is impressive to a certain degree. I think Booker and D'Angelo are really in a similar kind of. I put them in a similar category. Now Booker's better, but D'Angelo will maybe one day surpass him or get there at least. So it's impressive, guys. Bless up, everybody, man. BI works on his left hand equals superstar. He's already doing a good job going left and right, so I'm very impressed. But yeah, guys, this was an impressive win. I'll take a couple more questions and then I'm gonna get off. And but Wednesday, we're going into Boston, hostile territory. So, you know, those fans always have their pitchforks out when we come with their beat LA chants. I can't stand those chants, man. Hey, shout out to the Philippines, but I see you, James. That's what's up. I'll take a couple more questions. You know, you guys can voice your opinions, get everything off your chest, and you know, we can end the night nice and peacefully, and I can go back to work. I'm working on my music, guys, so pretty soon I'm gonna get you guys with some heat. So stay tuned for that. Me and Demi Gold, I'm telling you guys, check out his channel. This kid, he spits bars for days. Dan, do you think the Lakers are in the playoffs this year? Yes, I do. I've been answering that same question all season. I believe in this team. Will you resign Randall if he's playing like this? If he comes, I've always said this, if he comes at a cheap price, like anywhere from the 10 to 12 million range, and he waits for us to max out and get those max free agents, sure, why not? I'm a fan of Randall's. You rap like NBA Youngboy. I don't know who that is, bro. I don't know who NBA Youngboy is. I'm a decent rapper, guys. Just don't sleep on the kid. Kuzma versus Tatum. Kuzma. Would you trade for Porzingis and who? I wouldn't trade nobody on this team. I love my team too much. I'm a big fan of Porzingis, and yes, of course, if given the opportunity, I would have traded D'Angelo Russell and like Jordan Clarkson or something like that for Porzingis when Phil Jackson was trying to trade him, but they would have never signed off on that deal. Hey Dan, final score predictions for the Celtic-Laker game. Final score prediction: Lakers win 105-93. That's my final score prediction. We got to make sure we put the clamps on Kyrie because he's a killer, man. Thoughts on Jahlil Okafor? You know, underused, underrated, and I think he hasn't got a proper shot in the NBA. Philadelphia's not great at developing young talent. They got lucky. They drafted Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid, but those guys were already NBA ready, so. Thank you, Jesus. Hey, Jesus is cool, man. No, don't nobody talk smack to Jesus. He's an undercover brother, man. Low-key, he's a Laker fan, so everybody leave Jesus alone. He's a Kings fan as well, but I feel like he has love for the Lakers deep down inside, so I respect that. When Lonzo grow, watch out. NBA, here come the Lakers. That's right. Going to ruin that kid. Yeah, man, unfortunately. He has game. He has game. We got to give him some time. We got to give him some time. Rap for us. I'm going to keep you guys posted. Trust me, man. This channel always gets my music videos and stuff, so just keep it right there. Thanks for, hey, Juan, I appreciate it. Juan Avila, thank you for the $2 donation, bro. From the bottom of my heart. When we gonna win our next championship, Dan? 2018, 2019. I like to think it was next year right away, especially if we land 2 max free agents, but that's being optimistic. Most likely 2019, 2020. But we'll see. Still got a long way to go. Will Kuzma win a matchup against Tatum? Oh, yeah. Kuzma's going to take it right to anybody who stands before him. Thomas, the next Giannis? Nah, bro. Thomas Bryant is nice, but he ain't the next Giannis. I think he could be a Clint Capella type, hard-working inside guy, but with a 3-ball. And that would be pretty good. Dan, how would it work if we keep Dang going into next year? We can amnesty him in the summer. We can cut him and pay his salary in multiple portions and still have cap space. So that's what it is. Thank you, Alan. I appreciate it, brother. Dan is a better commentator than Skip and Steven. Oh, thank you, Larry. I appreciate it, bro. That's awesome. Thanks, Jesus. Hey, Jesus, one of the best sportsmen out here, man. He's a Kings fan, and he's congratulating us on being 500. So we need more NBA fans that are like that, man. We got too many hating NBA fans. So thank you, Jesus. Appreciate you, man. Brandon Ingram. All right, guys. That's going to cut it for me. I appreciate you guys for tuning in, man. If you guys already haven't, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll keep you guys posted on everything. And like I said, stay tuned for me and Demigo's music coming real soon. Check out his channel for a sneak peek. And that's going to cut it for me, guys. So have a great night, and I'll see you guys Wednesday with the pregame show. So stay tuned. Peace.